right, guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. Hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. Just recorded this entire video just to realize that I was sitting like way down here and it looked terrible the whole time with all the dead space as well. So we're back and we're talking about roster updates, roster mania, roster news, and one thing that NRG is doing that I'm very excited for as well. So if you guys want to stay up to date, all things Apex Legends esports related, of course, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. And also, we've got to get these videos done because I got new floor coming in, the old floor's coming out, my new setup's got to go out, my brand new setup, wait, my old setup's got to come out, my new setup's got to come in, a lot of stuff's got to change. So I got to get these videos done and out so that I can get out of the way, of course, as well. So before we do that, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Enlisted. First-person shooter that uniquely couples PvP with PvE combat. You can take command of a squad with customizable AI soldiers and fight in massive battles with hundreds of targets led by other players. Enlisted offers multiple campaigns to play through, featuring their own unique weapons, vehicles, and equipment from the outskirts of Moscow in 1941 to the heart of Berlin in 1945. You can play for free on PC, Xbox Series X, S, PS5, and the previous console generations. This game's for all audiences. Due to the more realistic movement and target-rich environment, casual players still play an important role in this battlefield. And since we all play Apex Legends, you're already familiar with unique soldier classes with individual skills that can be customized, equipped, and upgraded. Riflemen with bolt-action rifles to SMG-wielding engineers building anti-tank fortifications. I personally love how tactical the game feels. Sometimes I don't want to get on and sweat like crazy and lose brain cells in Apex pub lobbies, so Enlisted's a great game to kind of play at a slower pace but still enjoy gaming. So click the link down in the description below to get a free bonus pack that includes multiple weapons, soldiers, and a premium account. Let's go ahead and dive right into the video. If I didn't say like and subscribe and all that stuff, then make sure to do it as well. So I'm pretty sure I mentioned this not long ago that Fussy is going to be adding himself to this Moist Esports roster. Now, this was like 4 days ago, so I'm pretty sure I've already talked about this. Huge grab here for Moist Esports. I feel like this team is honestly going to improve with this guy. Fussy's been a great player for Onyx Esports. Now, I am a little upset because I was just like, you know, I love what they've done on Onyx. Onyx was such an underrated team. I really want to see where they go next with this roster. And of course, that's what we have the update on today as well. So the update is that Crusader is going to be joining Onyx for the APAC South region. I feel like these two teams are going to be very, very much so powerhouses of this region continuously. And I feel like Moist honestly is going to have a little bit more of a, you know, I think they're going to shake it up a little bit more in champs in Birmingham as well, rather than, you know, coming into first place from, you know, ALGS finals for split 2 playoffs and then really not doing anything with that first place advantage either. So sad to see, but I think this new change will help them out as well. So congrats to Crusader as well. Also, Pinky from the APAC scene looking to make a change, as he's announced that after leaving Naked Esports, he's looking for a company or organization or team that I can join as a player or coach for ALGS Year 4. Contact him, DM on Twitter, Discord, all this stuff. I think Pinky obviously would be a good addition as well to another roster. Also, now this is the big one I wanted to talk about. NRG making a very, very good change that I am very much so excited about. This is Shiny finally joining as a coach. NRG has never really had that Raven type of guy. They've never really had that Hodsig type of guy, that coach that's just such a powerhouse. It's such a leader that's just so predominant, like, you know, in, you know, his coaching style. I think Shiny's a very good talented player, and also very good talented mindset on the game itself. I think he's going to bring a lot of you know, I think he's going to offer a lot to this NRG squad. So I'm really excited about this addition to the NRG roster as well. So huge roster change coming out of the NRG camp, and I really like this addition of adding Shiny as a coach. Now, it's also not just that. We had more. This was coming from NRG Sweet Dreams and Optic Drop, talking about a team that's going to be at champs that we have to talk about. Will they be a worrisome team? Is this a team to look out for, or are they just another fluke roster? This was the opinions, and it kind of turns out that there's, you know, Apex has really been dropping the ball with the command center after you hear a clip like this. So roll a clip about what Sweet and Dropped had to say about Alliance and their performance at LAN, and then I want to talk about some other stuff as well. Roll the clip.
1v1s on LAN and knockdowns, couple 1v2s. I was hitting that like off cooldown, I'm not gonna look up. I was just like straight dicking these fucking noobs.
What teams were they?
Bro, Alliance. I shit on those guys in 1v1s 4 times during the LAN. One of them was like literally a 1v3. I got so lucky. I dunked on a Hawkus. Effect jumps on me, but Nate's spike fucking barely clips his foot and stows him, so I'm able to kill him instantly. Bro, if he didn't hit that out, I don't know if Effect is being put down there from me now.
So what you're saying is they're a group stage team?
I mean, yeah. Okay.
I saw Hawkins got pissed about that one.
I'll shop for another 50.
We're not a group stage team.
I found a little something extra.
They are really good though. I'm not gonna cap.
No, they're good.
So obviously a lot to be said about Alliance. Will they be a team that you actually have to worry about in this LAN, or are they going to be a team that just continuously dominates in group stages and then doesn't show up for the bracket play as well? Obviously interested to see your opinions on that as well. I feel like Effect is just one of those guys that just has so much potential. The ceiling is just way up there, and I'm just ready to see them tap into it as well. Honestly, I feel like Alliance has just got to pull through. Like they're just like destined to win at some point with how consistently they have been placing as well. Someone even noted down here, Alliance is consistently placed higher than Dropped. So, you know, I don't know, but you know, Dropped is also an NA, much harder region, you could argue. So I think one of the things to draw from this though is that Sweet kind of just casually dropped that he 1v3'd Alliance. There were so many other 1v3s that we heard about, and the command center just completely dropped all of this, and we never got to see any of these clips. It's really sad because I feel like the content could have gone insane with all of these perspectives, and none of that exists. And not only just like existing, but I wish they had VODs on as well, so you can go back and watch all these players' perspectives also. But you know, we'll see if Apex can obviously ramp up the production team a little bit more on this you know, upcoming LAN and the champs at Birmingham. Also wanted to mention, I know we're about to get into some tier 2 drama pretty early at like the 5.5 minute mark, but don't worry, or 7.5 minute mark, whatever, but don't worry because we have a lot to discuss here, and some of this stuff is kind of like tier 1 tier 2 ish. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. First thing I wanted to mention, Slurp looking for a team for all future tournaments. Now this guy, I believe, was former, like I think he was like a substitute player for FaZe for quite some time, looking for a team for all future tournaments. Want a team that I can vibe with, passionate, willing to play any role, just don't recreate my last situation as well. Girl also looking for a new women's competitive team. We saw the, you know, clips back in the day, or not long ago actually, of AC, like Baby Nikki and all this stuff. And you know, Girl's just one of those, I feel like Girl's got a lot of potential to tap into as well. I mean, she's just kind of way up there compared to a lot of the rest of the women in the scene as well. She's just such a good player. Also, you've got Koki. I don't know if this is pronounced Koki, but we're calling it Koki. Koki was a guy playing in the LCQ as well. Bumping this again, hit my line, opened up to trialing as well, looking for a team for year 4. This guy, pretty cracked player as well. Zednam also back, or gone for a while, but back now, so good to see more teams and players returning as well. Bursty, another guy, him and Thales are looking for a one for Wi-Fi. I don't know if that's their team or what. I honestly have no idea what Wi-Fi is. Unsure of his status unsure of his status for year 4, so we're looking for a free agent, whatever, to start playing with. Going to start trying as many people as possible, so DM us if interested. These guys placed 8th in the LCQ as well. Also wanted to mention that Koiful for Sentinels, an amazing talent. This guy is just unbelievable. I want to say that I think that these guys are looking pretty good with Koi. I think that Koi's going to be a better addition to this roster than Keon, not because Keon's bad, but I just think Koi's got that extra young pizzazz right now. Koi just got that extra X factor, if that makes any sense at all to you. And I think that this is something that's going to help this roster in the long run, getting some of this new talent that really has more potential to tap into if they can be under the right leadership as well. So also want to mention Vosky. So this was a crazy bit of drama in the tier 2 scene. If you guys did not see this, it's just one of those classic Apex drama scenes as well. So Inferno Scrims told Vosky that he was basically not allowed to play anymore, and all because Vosky apparently just said that one of the admins was smoking crack because of, you know, some decision that they made. I don't know. We got this message saying, we noticed that you signed up, blah blah blah, we're not going to allow you to play, we don't feel comfortable allowing you to play. That's what was the message. And then it goes on to actually getting the DMs. The person who sent that message, Jazz, a friend of mine as well. I'm friends with both of these guys. I think Jazz, she's a great person. I really like Jazz. I've got nothing but good things to say about her. I like Voz. He's a, you know, great guy as well. But anyways, you know, doesn't always work for everybody else. Seems like a mutually beneficial decision though. This is coming from Jazz, that you didn't want to participate. We don't want you to participate. We'll just shake hands and move on. And so you can see the DMs obviously that got sent. This is like more of you know, the full story, I guess, than rather than just that one message. So I understand both sides. Obviously, I think that it's a little crazy if you're, you know, banning someone just because they said one of your admins was smoking crack. But I also think that, you know, it's a little crazy that you know, on the flip side, that yeah, I just say just move on. Like, if you didn't want to play, just move on. Not a big deal. But like I said, friends with both of those. Just sometimes, you know, not all your friends are also friends. Just kind of one of those things you got to learn. Just as we wrap the video up though, Appreciate you guys staying all the way to the end. We've got a 1v3 that I want to show you guys, and you guys can see in the background, this guy right here, Miles. This is kind of open up an opinion for me. I like former Miles as well, or other Mileses as well. I'm a Miles myself, so I got to respect all the other Mileses out there. But Miles is the guy that really made me think the other day that tier two players have so much potential to just, I feel like Apex is one of those scenes right now where you can take away, like, obviously Big E is a big player. Verhulst is a massive player and a massive key factor to their success. But I feel like if you just had to, like, you know, Big E's sick today, Big E can't play. I think that if you grab someone like Koifel or someone who's just recently in the tier 2 scene, or even some of these other guys coming out of the LCQ, and you threw him there in place of Big E, I think you could get similar results just for a short time. Of course, obviously, I don't think you go and win champs or anything, but I think you could get similar results because I think these guys are that good. They really just need somebody to kind of like tone them up, I guess. And I really would like to see some of these tier 2 guys get more of a chance because I feel like.
Yeah.
Yo!
Yeah.
What? What?